Welcome to episode 2 of Work Stories of the Week. Peter's going to read stories to me this week, and I'm going to react and try to figure out what the hell's going on with these.
So this one, you could tell me this is if you think this is real or fake, because this guy's claiming that he did this during the pandemic. Do you think he actually did, or is he just posting this for I don't know what sort of clout he would be getting for this? But when I interviewed candidates during the pandemic, I asked them to show me their bed. If it wasn't made, I would disqualify them immediately. A messy bed is a sign of a messy house, and a messy house is not the type of culture we're trying to build here. However, if the bed was made and they had a duvet with the duvet cover, I would hire them on the spot with a $10,000 bonus. That's the type of preparation and personality we want to hire. Hiring has evolved, and now some candidates use AI to make their bed, so I can no longer use that strategy. What are ways to evaluate criteria of candidates? And then he asked for comments below.
Oh, wait. So how is he seeing the bed in the first place?
It was during the pandemic, so it was in Zoom. So he would ask them to maybe bring their webcam and show the bed.
I immediately think of a time we were working with someone who would do Zoom interviews from their closet.
Yeah.
Literally from their closet. There was another guy who was doing them from their bathroom. The bathroom tub was in the background, which is, look, weird times, brings out weird things in people. The bed, I've never seen an unmade bed, but you know what? I don't think you hire the guy with the unmade bed on Zoom. I'm kind of with.
Well, here's the thing, though. He doesn't say that the unmade bed is on Zoom. He asks them to specifically show their bed to see if it's made or not. It could be in a different room.
So he's proactively seeking out the bed. That no way. I mean, this guy's a recruiter.
He's a hiring manager. That's what he
Hire
said.
So he should be fired immediately for that, right? He's asking to see the inside of someone's bedroom. That's about as intimate as it gets. Like, what's next? Her underwear drawer? Come on.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's what the first comment on the interviewer. Let me see your bed.
I'm gonna say that's fake. A lot of people will post just for attention. I think they try to be extreme to see what happens, and I'm gonna chalk it up 100% fake.
All right. So the next one. So you might know the Hawk Tuah girl. If you don't, look it up online.
Okay, all right. I have to interrupt you. We're talking about Hawk Tuah girl. Is that like
That's what people are posting on LinkedIn.
I don't know what's worse, talking about her or that it was a given that I know who she is after after only a week.
Well, this post on LinkedIn from a guy says the most viral woman on the planet simply because of one reason: effort. Put the work in. And then he has a picture of him holding an engraved picture of her on his credit card.
I don't think I'm comfortable commenting at all about Hawk Tuah girl or anything related to her. I think that's my position on that. Other than, I mean, it's what there's a saying that's been around forever. What is it? All press is good press. I'm gonna say sometimes not. Although you remember the Catch Me Outside girl, right? From Dr. Phil from years ago. Isn't she a multimillionaire now as a result of social media and just being generally awful?
Unfortunately, I think so. Yeah.
I listen, if nothing else, Hawk Tuah girl is getting a lot of attention and
At least she's
or
funny.
yeah, I guess. Not my daughter, not my problem. So go nuts. Live and let live with her.
Well, speaking of all news being good news, there's this guy posted on his LinkedIn. I guess he got word that he was being made fun of on the LinkedIn Lunatics subreddit, which is a popular subreddit for people making fun of people who are posting unhinged things on LinkedIn. I get my fair share of hate on LinkedIn. It's all part of putting yourself out there. I get it. So when I heard there's a subreddit that makes fun of LinkedIn influencers, I had to search my name. For whoever is interested, it's called LinkedIn Lunatics. I saw a bunch of my posts over the past year that were bashed. I get a lot of hate there, and be honest, I'm okay with that because at the end of the day, they may be hating, but they're still watching.
Can we let's dive into that just for a second. Do we know why? What's his do you see the picture?
His picture looks like he's just like a random. He's wearing like a tux, and probably his wedding picture or something.
I will say if anyone is embracing being a LinkedIn lunatic, they should evaluate how they're coming across on the platform, but also anyone referring to themselves as a LinkedIn influencer, that's LinkedIn lunatic status. There shouldn't be a thing as a LinkedIn influencer. I don't even know what to say to that.
Great cringe. Yeah. So I mean, that's where we're at right now. Is people referring to themselves as LinkedIn influencers.
They're just the worst of the worst. Okay, move on.
The next one I've got on here is this guy who says why most graduates these days don't have jobs. They don't know who they're talking. This is as number one. They don't know who they're talking and being disrespectful. I'm reading this verbatim, by the way. No patience and looking for shortcuts. No skills, but hell of a attitude. 4, weak morals and ethical value. 5, non-English speakers, but when they speak, it looks their teeth or tongue have an issue. 6, don't understand that English is a language, not a knowledge or skill. What do you think is the biggest reason? Share with us.
So
And what
was that
the
last
way
night's presidential debate he was describing, or is that
he's saying that this is Gen Z college graduates and why they don't have jobs.
so this guy's gonna be universally disliked for that? Is that his goal? Now, again, I'll ask, do you see his picture? Do we know who's coming out with that?
Yeah, he's just he's a professor of computer science. He says on here, but I do love the irony of him having the first comment on here is that he has the gall to comment on other people's English skill.
Yeah, and so this is his effort of helping, right? This is his way of giving back, so to speak, to young aspiring professionals by telling them what their problems are. What did you say? Read the part again about the tongue. I wasn't following.
Non-native English speakers, but when they speak, it looks their teeth or tongue have an issue. So I guess he's making fun of people who can't pronounce English words because English isn't their native language.
Yeah, this guy is striking out all over the board.
Not really sure what his goal for posting this on LinkedIn was to help people. I don't know.
But I always think these things are like it's just satire, like we have talked about before, where that's not a real person posting that. I'd like to think, right? That's maybe I'm unrealistic in my expectations, but I wouldn't want to think that that's a real person thinking they're doing the world a favor by posting that anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, well, so that leads me to my last one on here. That this guy is he's posting in an online advertising group for SEO people. And his post starts with, "A female boss will make you quit your job." Now, I know this may seem like a hot take of mine, but a survey of 11,600 US employees comprising of both genders has indicated the following: that female employees prefer male bosses over female bosses. So before you throw your pitchforks at me, this is the survey talking, not me. Then he goes on for about 2 pages listing the reasons why it's actually because of our Neanderthal and tribal DNA that it's innate that you want to follow a man and not a woman, and that the survey says this, not him. And he posted this on LinkedIn, which I'm sure makes him very popular with half the population.
At least half automatically hates him. But what's his job title?
His job title on here is he doesn't have it listed. He just had it's part of this online SEO group. So I'm assuming it's a marketing title. He does end it with thoughts and hashtag thought leadership.
Not
So
agree? He didn't do the agree question mark?
no, he said,
So
wishing you good health, good luck, and good growth through my wisdom. So thank you for sharing your wisdom.
yeah, that's fake. There's no one that's that stupid and oblivious to how the world works, right? I mean, I have to believe that. I'm going to believe that whether I should or not. Maybe that makes me naive, but no one's that awful as an individual, really.
You're like, I have to live in the world where I believe that this is all fake because no rational person would post that.
Exactly. Let's just reside there for now until proven otherwise. But this is week 2 of doing this, and I'm starting to get the feeling that maybe people are a little crazier than I realized. I mean, I know they're crazy. I just didn't know they were publicly crazy on LinkedIn with this kind of frequency.
People will do whatever I guess they think is going to get them attention to be a LinkedIn influencer, as the one guy said.
All right. What's next? Or is that it for the week?
That's all I got for the week. That's my top ones that I found.
Stories of the week. Listen, if you watch this and you see any that we should be talking about, let us know. We're all for trying to figure out the weirdest things that people are willing to publish and share with the world on LinkedIn and Reddit each week. Hit us up. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time.